What are the absolute best Clash Royale accounts that we have? Maybe someone with a lot of wins, or even an account from 2016? Well, no, but in this video I'm gonna go over the 8 craziest accounts that exist, show some of these that can actually be beaten by one of you, and at the end of the video I will talk about the 2 most insane accounts ever made in Clash Royale. Let's start with an account that is actually pretty unique. This account over here, which is called AOF. When you first look at the account, it does seem pretty cool and weird at the same time. The guy played from 2017, has 5,000 trophies, and doesn't touch Path of Legends or challenges. He has 11 maxed out cards but only ever uses 8 in his main deck. So what actually happened here? It's a guy that doesn't touch challenges but has a maxed out deck in Arena 15. So I wanted to see what's going on with this guy, and after checking the battle log, there was something very unique about it. This guy wins one game and then loses one game and then wins and loses, so he's stuck at 5,000 trophies. He does 3 crown every single time he wins, and after checking even more, this account has 94,063 3 crown wins. Just imagine that you're at 5,000 trophies and match him farming with an extremely hetero level 15 E-Giant and E-Barbs deck, just for 3 crowns. This story doesn't actually end though, because I do have an account that is related to it and is much crazier at the end of the video. But despite this weird account that just trolls mid-ladder players, there is a better account just like this one, about money. This account over here does look a lot different than the previous one and has way more things. This guy got the 20-win badge 3 times in a row and has over 10 top finishes, which is really impressive. But there's another thing that for me at least stands out way more. And no, it's not the fact that this account is only 3 years old, or the 500 grand challenge wins that I actually have something to do with later. I'm not talking about these ones, because this account in its only 3-year existence has managed to get $694,000 from Clash Royale esports. $694,000 from just playing Clash Royale tournaments, which, like, to the average man in the US, that is gonna take almost 11 years to make. So that does make it a really impressive account, and I bet you probably know who it is. So this account is pretty crazy after all, but what about something else? An account even more insane, an account that is actually banned. Wait, what? Why is it on the list? This time we have to go back to when level 15 was added in June of 2023. For some context, this was basically the most hated thing that was ever going to be added, and there was one account that would decide to do something very interesting, because just 2 days after level 15 got added, the guy using the account would decide to do something really weird. He would decide to spend $25,000 and completely max his account. Yes, level 15 fully maxed. But that wasn't really the point, he just wasted money right there. That's kind of a whale J thing, isn't it? So right after putting 25k on Clash, this account would refund every single dollar of the 25,000, which would make him the first person to get a max level 15 account, and also give him negative 106 million gems. And just to put it easily, this account is no longer with us. Yep, it's just gone, which is pretty sad, but to be honest, this guy knew what he was doing and knew that this could happen. But the next account that we have isn't actually that special yet, but it could be one of the best accounts possible. Let me explain. On the surface, it is a pretty normal account. It is 3 years old, has 8,000 trophies, and only has 4 maxed out cards. But this account does have something pretty special. It has a lot of wins in random game modes, like who has 500 draft wins and 200 double elixir ones. That's pretty out of place, and it does have one stat that can make it one of a kind. You see, at the moment in Clash Royale there is one profile badge that nobody has, and it does relate to this account. Currently, no account in the game has the badge of 1000 ramp up wins. The game mode is kinda boring anyways, I can get that. But the thing about this account is that it is actually the closest account ever to getting the badge. This account has 761 ramp up wins, which is the most in the entire world. And if this guy will do it, he's gonna be the first person ever to get that achievement, which is gonna make his account definitely one of a kind. There are more unique accounts though, you know, accounts that will not only take time, but also some skill from you, just like this account that we have, that is only at 7,000 trophies. It's not even that OG, just a 5-year-old 2019 account. And apart from this extremely straight deck that this guy uses, it's not that weird, unless you look at the card levels. Because turns out that this guy has never upgraded a card in his account's entire history. Yes, his account has 7,300 trophies and is at King level 1, which was probably so hard and almost not possible to do today. Come on, imagine going to 7,000 trophies with just a tower that has 1.4k HP. Like, that's just one suspicious bush, and you're completely cooked. And even though I have a more skillful and impressive account later, I just don't understand how someone could spend this much time to do it, and for me, that's a really crazy account. Just as crazy as the next account that we have over here, because this account may not be what you actually think of it. Upon looking on it, something does stand out. It's a 2-year-old account that is pretty average, but not when you look at the levels. On this account, while having 5,000 trophies, there is an inconsistency. Just like the first guy, this account is extremely over leveled. Level 14 Mega Knight, Goblin Barrel, and Log, while having more level 13s. This guy looks really pay to win, but there are two main things that make this account very special. First of all, it seems like the guy doesn't really play anymore. Most of the progress was from the start 2 years ago. And second of all, you probably already saw about this account. Because the thing is, this account is the most viewed Clash Royale account that exists. 11,469,523 people have seen it in one single video. This Clash Royale account was from the video I spent $1,000 beating Clash Royale by KFC Clash. And with 11 million people, this is the most viewed account that was ever on one video. 11 million, pretty crazy, isn't it? But it doesn't actually have anything rare to show for it, right? Unlike the next account, that this is one of its main elements. That account, which is at 9,000 trophies, played Clash Royale for almost 9 years, has topped 3,000 finishes on his profile and had beaten the 20-win challenge. Now, that is a cool account, but let's be real, every single pro has better stats than this. So if this account isn't about being skillful, then what is it about? It has to have a good purpose here, right? Well, this account actually has 3 things that are so rare that make it one of the best accounts on the list. First of all, since Battle Banners came out in 2022, this guy has all of them. Secondly, which you could say is pretty weird, this guy has every card in the game level 15. Now that's some crazy levels of hating money, but there is one last thing, because this account with all of this stuff is the #1 account in the world at collecting one of the rarest things. #1 in emotes. Imagine having a fully maxed account with every banner in the game and be the #1 on emote collection. And by now you've probably guessed that this account belongs to the one and only OJ, which is really crazy that he has this account. But the account after it, in my opinion, is a lot more interesting, and you can actually do something about it. This account has quite a lot of things. Played for 8 years, has 8.9k trophies and a ton of top finishes. Even played at CRL and made $23,000 from tournaments. But there is one last thing that makes this account stand out from everyone else. Without all of the events and the top finishes, this guy is actually the best in the world at one thing. This account has 1,288 wins in grand challenges, which makes it the #1 in the world, almost double second place, the only one with the badge of 1,000 grand challenge wins. But wait a second, I said that you can do something about it, right? How do you even compete with this guy that has 1,288 wins? Well, the one thing that you got going for you is that he doesn't play grand challenges anymore, so you can just progress while his account does not. You know, only 15,456 wins more to go. 3 losses and you're out, by the way. Seriously though, if this guy doesn't come back to playing grand challenges, somebody eventually will take over, and the account will be a lot less special. Could it be you? I mean, subscribe if you want to win your next 15,456 games, I guess.